We love you guys so much. Thank you for coming out here today. You guys are all so beautiful inside and out. Thank you. Okay, guys, in this moment, we're going to have a moment of silence. So put your hands up.
DJ.
Bow your heads down, please. And in your head, I want you to say any victim that has suffered police brutality recently, ones before and the ones previous before that, prior to that. Just think about them, say their names in your head. Take these breaths. Say them out loud. Say them out loud.
Oscar Gray. Oscar Gray.
Kamani Gray. Tell me you're right. Sandra Blair.
Trayvon Martin.
Kristen Taylor. Michael Brown. Rodney King.
Oscar Grant.
Freddie Gray. Martin Luther King.
Get a gift card, whoever sent that one.
You guys are doing this amazing. We need more of this because of this.
Reduced to a hashtag till we stand up and let our voices be heard. No more! Not one more! You have to make a change. We have to. We are the change. The youth is the future. You have to take a stand for what you believe in. Do not be silent about it because that only gives them more power. Stand for what you believe in. Years? How many more deaths do we have to go through for us to have change? I'm tired of it. Yeah. How many more deaths? All the hate, all the violence, it has to stop. Love each other as humans. Do not discriminate against each other. You guys are all on the same planet. Love each other. Stop destroying each other. The world is already really bad. We need to repair it instead of making it worse. Yeah.
Solidarity. So as a brown woman in the brown community, I am in solidarity with the black community and my black people. The thing is, y'all need to stop in our community, our culture, the anti-blackness within our culture. Y'all brown men, y'all brown women need to stop using the N-word. It is not your word to reclaim. It is their word. Whether you're Asian, white, brown, whatever, even black, y'all need to call out your friends if they're using anti-blackness, anti-brown, whatever. You need to check them because you are part of this movement. Well, you know what? It's part of educating, part of bringing the youth up, especially everybody. I know I have friends who are problematic. Call them out. Don't be afraid.
Has my camera.
Yeah, they're not your friends if they're problematic. If you're for this movement, you can't be with them. Y'all young people need to call your politicians, tell your parents on their breaks, call politicians, demand to demilitarize police, demand that we need more schools in minority communities. We need education. The youth, this is all you. You're the next generation. You need to keep this up. It doesn't stop here. Don't protest for glory. Protest for something to change. That's what you need to do.
I want everyone to look around at the crowd here today. Look at all the different shades. Look at our allies who are here today. This is the change that's happening now. We aren't a broken generation. We're just a paralyzed one. It is time for us to stand up and make a change.
Aren't y'all tired of Black mothers' tears, watering memorial sites and graveyards with grass? Aren't y'all tired?
Hell yeah! I'm tired.
I'm tired of tears, man.
I don't know if you guys know about Kendrick McDade. Kendrick McDade was shot by Pasadena police right here. He was 19 years old. He was unarmed. He was a football player. I'm not sure what school he went to, but he was from this fucking community and he was shot down by Pasadena police. They didn't ask no questions, and guess what? To this day, this happened in 2012. To this day, Kendrick McDade and his mother have not received any justice. He got away with it. And
We don't want them to keep getting away with it because it's not fair. We need to fight back. We need to speak out.
Wait. Everybody can fight back, but that won't change. You need to beat the system. You need to become educated, young, brown, and black women. You need to be on top because when you're on top, they're scared. And when you're on top, there's no lowering that. You're at the top and you're going up.
So if anybody would like to please speak, please come up here. Share your testimony, share your story, share your words.
Why
Really
you're
appreciate
angry,
it. Why you're angry, why you're sad, why you are happy to be here.
So, my name is Tatiana, and my brother is right there. He's 11 years old, so you're never too young to start. But I just wanted to say, my brother's name is Diego Riley, and he's half black and he's half Hispanic. So, and I am too. But I stared down the barrel of a gun when I was 10 years old with my dad. They pulled him over for no reason. And I sat there and I looked that gun in the face, and I was terrified and I was scared, but I would not cry. I didn't know at the time why I didn't cry, but I think God gave me the strength to not show that white police officer that I'm strong enough, that it's okay. It's not okay for him to point a gun at me just because I'm black, but that I'm strong and I can carry myself a certain way. But I'm fighting. I'm here with you guys because I don't want my little brother to go through this. I don't want my little brother to go through this. And if you guys don't want your siblings to go through this too, you guys can continue to make a difference. And that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? My name is Dana. I grew up in Pasadena. Ever since I've been working with the youth for 5 years now. I consider myself a youth advocate. People ask me, why are you going to come out there today? And I said, well, I'm going to come out for the youth because I grew up in Pasadena. And my family and everyone, all my brothers have all encountered a form of police brutality here in Pasadena. Pasadena police pulled my brother over at 3 o'clock in the morning. Pulled him over like a straight up, like a gang cop car, just with no lights on, just pulled him over, hopped out the car, and guess what they told him? They asked him if he was ready to go to heaven, okay? If he was ready to go to heaven, 3 o'clock in the morning, nobody in sight. How do you think my brother felt? I was pulled over with my other brother in the back seat of the car. My brother went to John Muir High School. He graduated first in his class just last year. He went to UCLA. Because they said that the street was hot, okay? They pulled him over. They didn't even pat pat me down. I was driving. He was in the backseat and they just dropped off his girlfriend. They patted him down and they criminalized him because of his size. And after they patted him down, I protested and I said, why are you patting him down? He just graduated from high school. He's first in his class. He's going to UCLA. You're criminalizing him. You're patting him down. They said, we want to check him for weapons. What do you mean you want to check him for weapons? And after they fucking violated him, they went up to him and they had the nerve to ask him what he was majoring in. What kind of shit is that? Police brutality does not escape us. It is everywhere in the U.S. And I'm so happy to see all of you youth out here coming out and speaking. No. Martin Luther King was right here in Pasadena. He was right here. He was here. So you guys have amazing spirits, you have amazing souls, and keep it up.
As one of the older folk out here, I want to commend you all. I look up to all of you youth. I was in Birmingham as a child. My parents were involved in the movement, civil rights movement. And at times I have a spirit of apathy, but you guys give me encouragement and you inspire me and you give me hope. And I encourage you to talk to your friends and your family and anyone who you don't know. Silence is a weapon. And for any change to happen, you're going to have to give voice to what you feel inside. And you got to keep this spirit alive. That's the only way things are going to change. Because we tend to go through waves in life. And we can't afford to have any more waves. We have to make change now. And you give me hope, and I encourage you to continue on.
Okay, my name is Brian Short. I'm from Pasadena, California, born and raised. Last 96, down here. But I'm really here because I'm 37, and I just remember being everybody's age, and it was the Halloween massacre. Reggie, Stephen, and Eddie that got killed. I don't know if y'all know, some of y'all too young to even know about that, but you know, your relatives in Pasadena probably know. Along with my boy Eugene Green that got killed up in Pasadena. Anyway. But there's a long story short is that Black Lives Matter. I've been born and raised here, so I'm here because I love everybody. Black, brown, Asian, yellow, black, it doesn't matter. But what I'm really asking for is this little green lights that brown pride or black pride we're trying to put out here on the internet. You know, this has been going on since back in the day, but we need to come up with some green lights on everybody. Then everybody got to walk around Pasadena, tippy-toeing, got to worry about this person, that person. So, you know, like you said, we all got our friends who act a little more thuggish than others. And if you can't put your friends in check, put them in check. Because y'all really know where they stand. You know, some people just trying to act tougher than they gotta be. You know, it's a facade. But that's it. That's all from Pasadena. Everybody love it, and I enjoy it.
What I like to do is I like to introduce myself and just give you guys a little background of why I'm here and why I'm doing this for you. I followed your every movement from when you left the park, but more than anything, I followed these two here from Monday, and they blew me away. I was here at the city council meeting, and I saw these two young students step up in front of the city council and demand that their voice be heard. My name is Alan Shea. I am the chair of the Northwest Commission, which means that my job is to ensure that everyone who lives in the Northwest area know your resources and know that you have people who will look at your best interests. All you have to do is make sure you get in contact with us so that we can make sure we're serving you, your parents, and the community. When I talked to them at the meeting on Monday, I gave them my card and I told them to do what? I told them to call me. They didn't do it, right? And the reason why I'm going to give you this lesson is because you're only going to be a youth once. And if you don't grab your opportunities, you might miss a point of recordation of your history. Okay? Yesterday, I was doing footage for La Pinaresca Park to show on television that that is a functioning sound park for your community. And someone directed me to these individuals regarding the march today. And when I came across their meeting, I immediately asked them to allow me to document your history so that you can look back in 10, 20, 30 years from now, and you will have a recordation of the founding of this day, of the founding of this organization, and what its purpose. It didn't yell out Black Lives Matter. It didn't yell out White Lives Matter. It didn't yell out Green Lives Matter. What they yelled out was Youth for Peace, which encompasses us as people knowing how to live peacefully. Because if you don't, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. You will be vulnerable to any kind of violence that takes place if you don't know about peace. So I made a commitment to these young folks here because they made a commitment to their community. And as a former John Muir High School graduate, everybody who's an alumni of any PUSD school should yell it out what you are, because you're a product of this community. As a graduate of USC, and certainly for the love of Pasadena, which I deeply have, I will be committed to everyone who support a cause for their community. And I'll lead by saying, please let your voice be heard. You should rally everyone in your community to get involved, also to come to commission meetings. We host them every second month, second Tuesday of the month at Jackie Robinson Center to communicate what your concerns are. Because that was how I found out again about this organization, was on Tuesday, it came up again. So I'm really begging you as young people, do not let your youth opportunity pass you by, because if not, you're gonna have a loss of 2-3 generations. And as Robert, Mr. Devon has said, in fact, believe it or not, we went to school together. We were the product of the civil rights movement because of our parents. Now, parents of today is looking forward to your future, but you guys are gonna have to carve it out. Continue this type of effort, and you can get the support because it is in your community if you look. So I'm gonna bring up these two. Joel, come on up. Because what I like doing, what I would like to do, for those of you who don't know, this almost brought tears to my eyes when she told me the story of your organization. Tell them what sparked you to, how long ago, and why you became empowered. Because this is what this moment is.
You have a whole community with you. I started this protest because I noticed a lot of my youth on social media was fed up and tired of all this police brutality, and I felt like we needed to take it bigger than just a hashtag on Instagram, because just us making a post and ranting about it and then deleting it 2 days later wasn't going to do any change. So I felt like, let me just post it on Instagram and see who wants to protest with me, because I was fed up. I didn't care if I was going to get laughed at or made fun of, but turns out I got all these people here backing me up. Woo! In the process of organizing this protest, I ended up creating an organization right here.
YFPO!
And this organization, we just and Bulletproof. I got it. DR reached out to us, and he wanted to do this too because his organization was fed up. And yeah, and so I got the most serious people I could find that reached out to me, and we just created Youth for Peace. And now we're going to be rallying about more stuff like equal rights, feminism, equal pay, because, you know, I don't see why our women are different than men. So, yeah, I just want to say power to the people. I just want us to all come together and unite as one. And I want our corrupt system to change its ways, because that's the youth's duty, is to challenge the corrupt system. So I'm going to give it a Sydney.
Basically what she said, y'all. And normally what happens after a protest is organized, the organization fizzles out and dies. We don't intend to do that. We intend to stay here in Pasadena. We intend to grow out. We intend to educate the youth, to have meetings one times a month, maybe once a month. I don't know. But we intend to educate all y'all, create more events for the youth to come to, create dialogue within the community. That's the things going on in the country, around the world. And yeah, we intend to stay in Pasadena, man. We intend to go bigger.
My voice is lost. My name is Dion Brown. I go to Blair. Two over there, not no John Muir, PHS. Lindsay Hill cannot make it. She also goes to Blair High School B. But her and I have started an organization, and we actually planned a protest on the same day as this one for against police brutality. We started an organization called Bulletproof, which is dedicated to giving you guys the resources you need to be successful, because the only way we are going to change their image of them is if we change it ourselves. And I feel that the only reason why that is happening is because we're not getting the resources we need to be successful. I feel that once we graduate high school, because of this systemic oppression that we get, we stay in Pasadena. We don't educate ourselves. We don't grow, and that is what the thesis of Bulletproof is. So we plan on working with Youth for Peace throughout all their endeavors. We encourage you guys to just be brothers and sisters, talk to everyone, educate yourselves. I personally like to thank all the people who are not brown, who came out here to show that they are allies with us and also brothers and sisters with us. We don't, my sister and I, Destiny, who goes to PHS, we do not live in Pasadena anymore, but our lives are in Pasadena. We go to school out here, we do everything out here. I encourage you guys, like I said before, get to know each other, because